We're going to look at what log paper is and why we use log paper. First of all, traditional graph paper is called linear paper, where each square is equal on all sides. Log paper is where we change the size of each shape. With log paper, you can have it on the x-axis and the y-axis. We're going to look at semi-log, where it only changes on the y-axis. So this website here shows you kind of the differences when you're looking at linear or you're looking at log paper. With most traditional population data, when you plot it, you're going to see this exponential growth like you see here with New Zealand. And this is on the normal scale, the linear scale. This one down below shows it on the log scale on the y-axis, where we can see this drop happen in like the 1945s. And you can't see that on the linear scale. So that's one reason that we use log. We use it a lot for population and money because they're such large numbers, and using log stretches them out so that we can see all of those number variations. So, for example, in this chart, we can look at a traditional linear exponential growth and switch it to log with the same data points in there, and you can see how it flip-flops back and forth. So here we have the world population since 10,000 BC to present. And you can see it looks just like a traditional exponential growth. But when I click the cog here to flip it to logarithmic, assuming it's going to work for me. So I flipped it to log, and you can see on the left side, it increases by tens each time on the y-axis. So we've got 10 million, 100 million, and a billion. And you can still see the exponential growth occurring until about, what would that be, in the 1400s. So if I move my mouse out of the way, you can see on here that you've got those drops and you've got those dips that we don't see when we look at the linear graph. Because again, logarithmic will stretch all of that information out. I have Gapminder World up. We'll use this in one of our labs, but if you switch it to logarithmic,
well, that's loud.
So now when I flipped it to logarithmic, you can see that all of the data points were stretched out. All right. For one of the last things, I have an extra credit assignment posted in the classroom. It is in the green folders on the closet door. It is an activity where you will plot the population on linear and on log paper and tell me the differences between the two. What do you see? What do you not see? Which one is easier to read? All the questions are posted on there. Go ahead and do that on paper and turn it in. So we're going to do a lot of graphing over the next couple of days. If you have trouble with this, make sure that you get help and you ask for help.